Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 4 with Black Ice, and of course we're playing as Japan. Let's see what naval battle we're doing here. We're going after some, I guess these are Australian. I guess it's more of a red stars or something for New Zealand flag. Get those confused sometimes, but yeah. So our submarines are doing some good. That is good to hear. And we are, of course, pushing into India. We're calling it liberating India. At least that's what we're telling the Indians. Ah, yes. Patriotic Brit is the first one to figure out who I use as sort of my persona or whatever image for the channel. Now, he's not going to be telling everybody, but he did figure out who it was, who I used. Okay, let's... No, not Wallace. He's giving you a hint. Though, of course, with the other stuff I use around, it's already clearly been hinted at what nationality he is. Okay, well, you come up and grab that factory. You guys are coming there. Okay, we're pushing in, liberating there. Okay, good. Well, you can go up here to occupy there. Just so we occupy that. Okay, Hong Kong's still a problem. Singapore is still a problem. Man, got lots of occupation forces, and these guys are going to occupy that. No, no, no. Am I a Jacobite? Let's see. 1745 is in the name. Have a use the Battle of Culloden painting as the backdrop for the YouTube channel. Yeah, I kind of think I am a Jacobite. So yeah. Okay, push. Push while they are pushing on us, we push on them. Okay, well, no, I'm no papist. I'm no papist. How much stability does India have? Well, they are at 29% at war. So we can see that war support is high though. So they're not about ready to collapse. Papist? Patriotic Brit? You don't know what a papist is? That's what patriotic Brits have fought forever, it seems. They're always fighting papists. Papist is I would say, generally a derogatory use term for Catholics. Someone who believes in the Pope, hence papist. But I'm no papist. Most Scottish Jacobites were not papists. Most Scottish Jacobites were Church of England people. Well, I hear you about the invasion, but I just don't control enough of the seas. Right now, I'm stuck. I don't know that there's any American fleets out in the Indian Ocean, and maybe it's not that bad. But if we look at, well, oh, here. Well, maybe we can. Okay, because I got that. No, those are garrison divisions. I got these guys here and these guys here. They can come over to for invasion use. So I'm done with manpower. So if any have suggestions on better manpower. Very good, Tippett. Well, we're going to hope to do better for our get foreign conscription here. Subject manpower requirements +6. But I've got to get to 150 political points. And we're not there yet. Yeah, that is now that just gets me 5,000. I really don't like leaving ports entirely unguarded. Well, at least we're at 8,000, so we can sort of. And mentioning that, let's cancel these guys. Okay, that's helping a bunch. Okay, so we still have a few infantry division, or a few divisions here, but that's helped some. You see, Azads looks at Western religion from an external viewpoint. And this is one thing I really like to hear his comments and his thoughts, because it's someone from outside my culture who, in one way or another, and obviously he knows my culture enough, Azads does, to speak my language, so you know enough about my culture and the culture of the West to have, have some experience with it and all, of course, but is outside of it. And I do sort of like talking to people that have different viewpoints like that. Let's look at our current production of things. Buildings here. Okay, well... And, well, let's look at our needs. Okay, artillery, we need more artillery. And more amphibious weapons, and more cavalry equipment. Okay, what are we producing in more than enough? Towed anti-tank guns, I don't want to cut those down. Mountain warfare, well, HQ radios, we could probably cut those down or eliminate them. There we are. Yeah, figured it'd be cancel that production line. That we'll get. And how are heavy machine guns and mortar teams doing? Okay, not a lot. Extra 1,000 of each, or 1,500. But we're eating those up, so we want to keep those. We want to get those in production. Mountain warfare equipment. No. Okay, well, we only got one factory doing that. I really don't want to at this moment kill it. Recon and vehicle radios. Okay, those could. Yeah, we can cancel that. I don't like it, but we can do it. Okay, that gets some of the stuff we need. Better. Yeah. Well, I hear what you're saying about the Nicene Creed, Azads, and that's generally true. There are Christian groups who don't believe that, and I don't know, I guess some Christians may not believe those other ones are Christians if they don't believe the Nicene Creed. Yeah, and I would say, I understand what you're saying about IKB, but I would say, from what I understand, probably about half of the clergy of the Church of England doesn't believe in God. So, yeah, they make it boring because they don't believe it. Which is sort of weird. Okay, Tippet. Hope things are going well. Hope it's just something simple and... Oh no. I want you. And I have trouble with that. I don't know why. Oh, the people that don't believe? No, I don't think they're in it for the money. I think a lot of them that don't believe in God, that are I think a lot of them are in it to do good for people, but they just don't believe in God, if that's sort of what you're referring to. What's the name of the term when you are in between religious and atheist? Yeah, agnostic. Yeah, agnostics, well, okay, if you don't understand, atheism is a religion, okay? Atheism is a religion. It is the belief that there is no God. An agnostic is someone who goes, there might be a God. I'm not sure. There might not be a God. It's not a, it's a an undetermined belief. So there's difference. Yes, they do get funds from taxes, but they a lot of clergy who don't believe in God believe they're doing good for mankind. And some of those that believe, okay, we're going to give you, we're going to create a new army here. Let's give them a general. We don't need winter specialist. We don't want cautious. We don't want bad general, competent career officer. Oh, okay. Trickster, okay. And we are going to, oh, we can even improve him. Okay, can we? Yes. Yeah, let's do that. And there we go. We'll see if we can do an invasion. No, you're wrong about what a religion is. Well, each country has to determine its own what they're going to spend taxes on. But no, a religion is a belief system in what's the term I'm looking for? Oh, hate when I do this. Well, let me describe it, I guess. A belief system in why things happen. You know, are there, you know, what was the creation of the universe? There's a word I'm looking for. I'm just not good to have you back, Tippett. Just not a so it's a belief system in things, and so you do not need to believe. A religion does not need to believe in a higher power. It can believe in the absence of a higher power. So I disagree with you there, AZads. Yeah, and IKB, I understand what you're saying, but it also it's so much lost its focus that it is not willing to criticize others and explain why they think something is wrong, like as IKB saying Islamicists. Well, creation, yeah, but there's another word I'm looking for, not esoteric, but something like that. It's a religion is a belief in creation or the motivations for why things happen, in life, and it's a belief. And some people want to put it down to all things in the universe are scientifically determinable, and science, so you can have the different belief systems, and those are religions. Yeah, they're keeping Tommy Robinson out of the news in Britain. At least that's what I'm understanding. The news, there's basically a news blackout on him. If you want to find out about him, you really need to go to the internet and follow some Twitter accounts. I think that Tommy Robinson has done or been involved with some not very reputable people and organizations in the past. But what was done to him, I think, is sort of incredible for someone coming out of the English justice system. There was only one other person in prison for contempt of court or something like that, and it was like 80 years ago. Or something like that, and it was for someone who was yelling obscenities and such at a judge in the courtroom and wouldn't stop. And so what they did to Tommy Robinson is incredible, coming out of the English justice system. I mean, you can think he's the most despicable person on the planet. I'm not defending him at all. I don't think he is, but he's been involved with some organizations, and I don't know if he's reformed or if whatnot. I don't know. Don't care. But what they did to him was incredibly bad. Okay, Zad. So yeah, it's and so yeah, some of these, shall we say, I'm going to call them pseudo-fascists. Some of them are fascists, but I know people throw out the term fascism. The Republican, George Bush, is Hitler. George Bush is a fascist. We saw signs on it, and George Bush, and I'm talking the younger here, was nowhere near a fascist, nowhere near Hitler, nowhere near nothing like that. So people throw the term around a lot. And so they call some of these right-wing British groups fascists. I think some of them are in sort of self-identifying as fascists. Some of them are just right-wing nationalistic, anti-immigrationist groups. They may also be fascist. I don't know, and I'm not supporting any of these, and we're not talking about that point. And he has been involved with some of those groups. But that doesn't mean you get him on a real crime, you put him on trial, you convict him, and then he goes to jail. You don't just put him in front of a judge within 2 or 3 hours of being arrested, and boom, you're gone. Not sure right offhand who David Irving is. Yeah, a couple of possibilities are in my mind, but I don't have a good... Oh, Holocaust denier. Yeah, I don't know, did it happen in Britain? Because I know there was I think in Austria, some people or someone put away, and that was one of the things that was popping up in my mind. Yeah, in some of the European countries that if you're a Holocaust denier, particularly Austria and Germany, you go to jail. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I understand it. That's different. We're talking about Britain. And well, there's a difference between keeping out of the media spotlight and going to jail. Well, we're going to end the episode now. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. I really do appreciate that. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Love to see you around more, and post questions, comments, suggestions. You can even argue about some of the stuff we've been going on about in chat. Later on, I do know even a few of the people who are here now do periodically check out, at least, I don't think watch the whole thing, but check out the later postings on YouTube. So they may reply to some of your comments. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.